Okay, I actually do have a low to talk about right now. For once, it's actually not sleeping in when I could have gotten up earlier, although that did wind up happening today. No, believe it or not, my low actually involves one of the acts of America's Got Talent last night. Don't worry, it's nothing bad, nothing horrible, but I will explain what it is. My high is, well, obviously watching America's Got Talent, and my act of kindness was uh, helping out my dad yesterday with a couple things. It was nice. Oh, my other high is I also got to talk to my brother last night. Although I did kind of miss one of the acts from America's Got Talent because he called while America's Got Talent was on. But you know what? I love my brother. I'm not even going to be upset by that. So, good morning. Happy Hump Day, everyone. Or if you don't want to call it Hump Day, just call it Wednesday. I was going to Wednesday long before calling Hump Day was cool. Anyway, so America's Got Talent starts, right? And the first act is actually a dance company from Texas called Beyond Belief Dance Company. And their teacher is actually a woman named Justin, who goes by Elizabeth. See, my love, ladies and gentlemen, really has nothing to do with, because I love the act. It was a fantastic act. Seriously, I'll actually get into the detail about the act in a second. But I told myself I would do this last year, but so far I've been completely, I'm not even sure, I've been completely sucking at this. And that is, last year I told myself I would definitely be much more involved with celebrating, Pride Month. And if you couldn't already tell, we're almost 10 days into Pride Month, and I haven't really talked about it at all. Or if I have, it was only barely. So I want to make one thing. I mean, I've said this many times throughout the course of the year. Seriously, I say this quite a few times throughout the course of the year. I should take the time to say this every day during Pride Month. Or maybe not every day during Pride Month, but definitely make it up to say, no matter what, I will always be a Pride ally. I consider myself a straight man. I do not fall anywhere in the LGBTQIA community. I don't do that. But I definitely will always support, that community, and, they should have equal rights. No matter what, I always will. I mean, this is something I definitely have said many times. The only reason why I'm not an activist is because I simply don't know how to be one. I mean, if someone gave me some pointers on what I'm supposed to do, I totally would do it, Heck, I'd even march in a parade if I was told to do it. I mean, listen. Yeah, I could, seriously, just because a guy dresses in drag or a woman dresses in, actually, is there a female equivalent for dressing in drag? I don't know the answer to that. Well, regardless, just because you do things that, people of the LGBTQIA community do, that doesn't make you one of them in that regard. I'll be honest, I went to an all-boys prep school. I am extremely comfortable with my sexuality. In fact, I'll let you in a little secret. For years, one of my all-time, wishes for dressing up for Halloween is actually Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm not kidding. I've always wanted to dress like him. Yeah, I have. In fact, if, there was ever a production, for Rocky Horror Picture Show, you better believe I'm auditioning for Dr. Frankenfurter. I feel like I'm definitely tall enough to portray him. And you guys, I've told this story before, but, I've lost around 95 pounds since 2014. So, yeah, I think I could probably pull it off. Oh, I'm getting sidetracked right now. My point is, this first act was absolutely great. There's no better word to describe it. It was great, you know. Like, there was like a little short girl who had like big afro hair, and like she was like a superstar, man. She was like, they were all great. They had matching long nails. And like, seriously, you know what? This act even celebrated Pride too, because I mean, I gotta watch the act again, but I'm pretty sure every like outfit that each girl was wearing was like every color of the rainbow. So this is definitely celebrating Pride in a big way, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the night only got better from there, and it was already good from the beginning. So like Les Beaux Frères, the sort of like nudist act playing with the towels, that was actually really funny. That was a really funny bit. The unicycles for an act? Come on. Most people have trouble riding a bicycle with two wheels. And like these there's actually a group of 12, but apparently they can only represent 4 for some reason. These 4 people were killing it on one wheel. So, yeah. Already awesome. The Korean Soul. Okay, so before Korean Soul sang, I gotta bring this up. There was like another boy band that was on, and they had the energy, but man, they were bad. They were so bad. Like, I definitely try and see the good in people. That's why I said they definitely had plenty of energy, and they definitely had their heart in the right place. But man, they were off key a little bit. And the sad part is, the song they did was like a mashup of Larger Than Life and It's Tearing Up My Heart or whatever. Full disclosure, I was a huge Backstreet Boys fan when I was a kid. And after the first album came out, you know, as long as you love me. Like when that album came out, when there was news of his second album coming out, it was hyped to no end. I mean, because keep in mind, this is at the time before the year 2000. Like the dawn of the new millennium, right? They even titled the next album Millennium, right? Now, if you've ever heard the album Millennium, you know that's where the song I Want It That Way was, you know, that's the song that album has, right? Here's the thing. It's definitely a great Backstreet Boys song, one of my favorites. But when I think of Millennium, I think of Larger Than Life. It's literally the first song you listen to on the album. And it comes seriously, Larger Than Life and I Want It That Way, if you listen to the album, are back to back. So, if you ever, seriously, take the time to listen to Millennium. I'm sure it's probably there's probably a supercut of every song on YouTube, so have at it. But, yeah. It actually kind of hurt hearing that song last night. Luckily, though, I have it on my iPod, so I'll probably listen to it on my way to going about throughout the day. But Korean Soul, they did not butcher that. They were great. Not the boy band before that. But let's see what else. Matt Johnson, the escape artist. That one actually had me on the edge of my seat. Not gonna lie. Really had me on the edge of my seat. Patrick Kun, the magician. I mean, let's be honest, everyone's been spoiled by the likes of, Shin Lim. But Patrick Kun, he was very good. I legitimately liked him. Johnny Showcase, like a 70s disco band kind of thing. He was really good. But there was another band. There was the Curtis Family C Notes. Dude, That's probably the best singing family band I've ever heard in like forever. Like since the Partridge Family. To be perfectly honest, I think they're probably the first ever since the Partridge Family. And it was great too because like they all had like giant afros. It was awesome. Remember kids, afros are funky. They are cool. Just like bow ties and sunglasses. Anyway, who else? Gina Brillin, an incredibly funny comedian. Good Lord. I thought she was incredibly funny. I thought about doing stand-up before. I mean, considering all the videos I've done so far and considering what my life was like beforehand, I definitely have some material to work with, I suppose. But I think it's time we talked about the golden buzzer. Now, I was waiting for the golden buzzer to occur, and they usually do at the end of the episode, which wound up happening anyway. So the end of the episode is beginning. The beginning of the end. And a girl walks out on stage. Pixie cut hair, and she went by Nightbirde, which is a very pretty name. I like that name. And her story, I don't know how to describe it. She has cancer in like 3 different places, including the lungs and the spine. And her original, It's Okay, the way she sang it, her poise, I can't think of anything better to say. It deserved the golden buzzer. It was just so beautiful. Like, I mean, not me, but I'm sure that a lot of other people just moved to tears. And, I mean, don't get me wrong. A week ago, the Northwell Health Nurse Choir, they were fantastic. And when they got their golden buzzer, they earned that golden buzzer. But this girl, man, this Nightbirde, like, if you watch Undisputed, sometimes they emphasize the word, they were special. This girl is special. Holy cow. Like, I mean, usually when someone wins the golden buzzer on America's Got Talent, it is very likely they win. But this is 2 acts in a row where I've heard, both of them got the golden buzzer. You know, the Northwell Nurse Choir and, you know, Nightbirde. I can't decide who's better between the 2 of them. I mean, you have a group of nurses working on the front lines. And then you have this week, we have a girl who's battling cancer in like 3 different places. I think the other one was like, maybe your kidney or something? I forget, but needless to say, if there was a single, again, some groups, I mean, some acts are more than one person, and they wind up taking it. But if I'm talking like single individual person that's an act that's going to win this, I think I'm going to go Nightbirde. I mean, it's only been 2 episodes. We have a long way to go before we get to the finals. And who knows if she'll even make it then. I mean, I hope she does. In fact, hold on. Knock on wood right there. Yeah. Anyway, nothing much going on today. I guess you can now say this is the boring part of the week, but, you know, I'm good. I mean, I said yesterday I prepared meatloaf for tonight, so probably have that for dinner. Actually, I am going to have that for dinner. I need to make myself something, though. Something else to go with it. Like a carb or starch or something. That's a play up here. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and follow me on social platforms, on YouTube. I'm very humble in this video for all you guys watching. Enjoy film of wonderful, wonderful. I almost forgot the day of the week, Wednesday. And remember, if you guys want to talk to each other, we'll be here to let you know. Sorry back. Take care and make good choices. And you know what? As long as we're celebrating Pride Month, take the time to celebrate pride within you and pride around you. See ya.